Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Benjamin Kanu, is somebody that I have a great admiration for, despite the fact that he is in the All Progressive Congress, a political party that has run this country. But since he became the Deputy Speaker of the House of Reps, he has done quite a bit to show that despite the fact that his political party has done this country so much harm, there are people within that party that could also make a difference. And I'm going to talk about it in this video. But despite the good things he has done, which I will itemize some of them here, he misfired when he revealed in a press statement that the leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, will soon be released. And I will tell you why he misfired by that press release. Now, before I go further on this, if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Benjamin Kalu, has confirmed on Tuesday that he has met with the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a couple of times at the Department of State Service Facility, DSS facility. Kalu also expressed high hopes that the IPOB leader will soon regain his freedom. Honorable Kalu, who disclosed this in a statement through his chief press secretary, Levinus Nwabughiogu, expressed excitement over the recent call by 50 members of the 10th House of Representatives, led by Honorable Obi Aguocha, seeking for the release of the detained leader of IPOB. In his words, and I quote, I'm quoting the Deputy Speaker through his Chief Press Secretary, "I want to sincerely express my profound gratitude, my profound appreciation to my colleagues from all parts of the country and different political parties who made up the 50 lawmakers that recently lent their voices to the appeal for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The call signifies oneness of purpose and noble objective, that we are one people, and what affects one also affects another. I have always emphasized that united we stand, divided we fall. I want to assure them that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is interested in the peace and development of the Southeast, and given his genuine love for the zone and the appeal so far made, a political solution is imminent in resolving the case of Nnamdi Kanu. The voices of my brothers in Parliament are indeed inspiring, and I cannot thank them and other Nigerians enough for queuing behind me." Now, this statement was unnecessary, and it was also premature. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu. One of the reasons I respect him a lot is that since he became the Deputy Speaker, he has been able to use his position to do some things that are right. For instance, he was the Speaker he was the sponsor of the Southeast Development Commission bill, which has passed through the House and passed through the Senate, and it is now lying at the table of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for several months now. Now, Tinubu has not yet signed that bill, because that bill is supposed to address some of the reasons for the agitations in Southeast. But Tinubu has not signed it. And that is one of the easiest tasks that Tinubu can execute, just appending his signature to that bill that will create a commission for Southeast development to address some of the issues of development challenges that dates back to the civil war that were not implemented by federal government of Nigeria. Now, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not signed it. So if President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has not signed it, and he's giving you assurance that he's going to facilitate the release of Nnamdi Kanu, how are you sure he's going to do it? Why are you optimistic that you're issuing a statement saying you know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu meant well for Southeast? Meanwhile, this bill that is lying on his table, he has not done anything about it. Therefore, it is premature to begin to shower accolades on Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And the danger is this: there are many political forces within and outside Southeast that may not want Nnamdi Kanu to be released. So if we are working for Nnamdi Kanu to be released, it's not something you make a public show of, giving assurances that he is going to be released, because there are those who don't want him to be released. By your optimism, by coming out publicly, they will think, some of them are going to say, oh, we thought that this thing is a joke, so this is real. The Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives is assuring that he will soon be out, and those people will go to the same villa that you have gone and probably obtain assurance from the president and get another assurance from the president that could jeopardize the whole process. Why I'm saying this is because there is no point trying to score political capital out of the release of Nnamdi Kanu. We know that you are a hard-working lawmaker. Even this bill you package is enough to show that you can be trusted, even with higher responsibility in Southeast and even in Abia State where you come from. For you to have the mind, because I have gone through that bill and I know that that bill will make a lot of difference in Southeast. So somebody who did this ought not to worry himself about his place in the release of Nnamdi Kanu. And there are so many lawmakers now who are trying to show that they contributed to Nnamdi Kanu's release. Meanwhile, it has not yet been released. But by their actions, they can jeopardize the process. Because there are those political forces in this country that don't want to see peace in the Southeast. Those people are ready to see that terrorists, Boko Haram leaders that have killed over 60,000 Nigerians, created over 2 million IDPs in Borno State alone, that they are set free than for Nnamdi Kanu to be set free. So that is why, as far as I can see it, it is not right when going to the media about this matter. It should express. The reason I'm reacting to this is because a press statement was issued. If I had seen it as just an ordinary story, I wouldn't have bothered myself about it. I would also have seen it as being a speculative report. Because one, we don't know how Igboho was released, but all of a sudden we heard that he has been released. We don't know what the lawmakers from Southwest did, how they reached out to the Attorney General of the Federation and everything, and the matter was removed. The charges against him was withdrawn. That I'm talking about Igboho of the Yoruba nation agitation. So the Southeast politicians should be careful how they go about this Nnamdi Kanu, all in the bid to appear as if to show that they did a lot for him to be released, perhaps to score some political capital from the Southeast, so that the people in the region will see them as powerful or highly connected, who made it possible for Nnamdi Kanu to be released anytime he's released. That's not necessary. Like I said, I have a lot of respect for the Deputy Speaker. Don't forget, this same Deputy Speaker is the initiator of the Southeast Project, PISE-P, which was unveiled in January 2024, ostensibly to address security challenges in the Southeast. That's why I told you I have a lot of respect for him. Unlike some of these other characters representing Southeast in the National Assembly. So he had been able to come up with programs and policies. And this Southeast Peace Project that he unveiled in January is just how to use non-kinetic process to address the insecurity in the region, which was a very commendable thing that he did in January. And I hope that program is still ongoing as a way of empowering people in the Southeast, so that they could be able to see that violence is not a solution to the problem of whatever that they are agitating about. Now, that's being said, but my take, as I keep on saying in this video, is that he misfired, and there are others who are also misfiring by trying to present themselves as persons who facilitated the release of Nnamdi Kanu whenever he's eventually released. Okay? But the danger in issuing a press statement that the Deputy Speaker made is that he is now raising the hopes of a lot of people in the Southeast. Some young men who are supporters of Nnamdi Kanu, their hopes are being raised when this kind of statement is coming from the Deputy Speaker. But we know how politicians are. You cannot take the word of a politician to the bank. You cannot take the assurances of Bola Ahmed Tinubu to the bank. Because, like I said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he described, Benjamin Kalu described him in a flowery term, that he's concerned about Southeast. He's concerned about the development of Southeast. But a Southeast development bill is lying there on his table for several months. It's like he hasn't even glanced at it. And there are possibilities that he may not even glance at it. So how are you raising the hope of people that Nnamdi Kanu will be released? And the danger in that is that when you raise their hope and it didn't happen, it can even exacerbate the crisis in the region. Because right now, people will be looking at it. Okay, Igboho had been left off the hook. Sowore had been set free. Now, their own person, who is also facing the same treasonable felony, they didn't want to release him. It will exacerbate that feeling of marginalization and alienation, which is at the center of the crisis in the Southeast. So that's the danger in giving assurance in what you don't have total control over. Okay? Now, if the Deputy Speaker and others who are in search of national peace and reconciliation are sure that Nnamdi Kanu will be released, they can keep it to themselves. They don't have to issue a press statement. Keep it to themselves until he is released. by now, what I expect them to be paying attention to is the threats coming from Simon Ekpa from Finland. Because if they are sure that Nnamdi Kanu will be released, there is another challenge. The challenge is coming from Simon Ekpa, who said that the release of Nnamdi Kanu, that the Biafra agitation they are doing has gone beyond the release of Nnamdi Kanu. In other words, that's a concerning message coming from Simon Ekpa, which the lawmakers from the southeast should begin to address. If they are sure that they have settled the matter of Nnamdi Kanu, they don't have to make it public. They should allow Nigerians to be taken by surprise. Okay? Then begin to work on a strategic way to address the threat from Simon Ekpa that the release of Nnamdi Kanu is not the end of the Biafran agitation, that the Biafran agitation has gone beyond the release of Nnamdi Kanu, because that means that the whole country, they are rallying around. If you see all the lawmakers from across the country, the reason they are rallying around and pressing for his release was because they assume that when he is released, insecurity in the southeast will become minimal or will be reduced to will be over. Not for them to be reminded that releasing him is not the solution to the problem. How are you going to address this problem? That is a challenge before the Southeast leaders, including those of them in the National Assembly, instead of struggling to show that they are the ones that facilitated Nnamdi Kanu's release and issuing press statement on that, even though the person that are issuing the statement about, nobody is sure that he's going to be released. And the speaker, the deputy speaker, in that statement was also praising his colleagues, the 50 lawmakers that queued behind him. So he's thanking them for queuing behind him. They have issued that statement, but then, man, you are fighting for his release. He has not yet been released. So why are you thanking them? Of course, there's a need to show up, but you shouldn't issue a statement. Call them individually, thank them for appending their names and signature to that statement, calling for his release. But not to go any further by issuing a statement thanking them, because the that show of appreciation could be premature. You have to wait until the target has been hit and the mission accomplished. That's my take on this. Thank you for watching this video. And if you are new to my channel, you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. And please don't forget to like this video, because when you like it, Google will rank it high and recommend it for more people. Thank you, and God bless you and yours.